Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the spiritual guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love each and every single one of you because love makes the world go round and round and round. And truly, love is the greatest medicine of them all. But before we begin our message for the day, this is what I need you to do. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 hit the notification button so we can give you information every single day on how you can live heaven right here on earth. Okay, let's begin our message for today. And what I'm going to do is continue with the Native American spirituality of reading medicine cards for you each and every single day. And we're going to do that until we get to, I think it's about 52 cards that we have to go through, okay? And so today, we pulled the card Jaguar in the contrary. So let's see what Jaguar medicine card reading will do for you today in the opposite. Okay, what's the message for today? I lost my page. Okay, Jaguar is symbolic of the spiritual medicine is integrity and impeccability. Let me say it again. Integrity and impeccability. Sacred Jaguar, teach me to wear my power lightly, to walk with impeccability. I like impeccability, I love that word. To approach life with compassion, and to live up to the integrity of my human potential. So let's see what the opposite of contrary as far as integrity, impeccability. Are you honoring the integrity within inside of you? And are you being impeccable about everything you say and everything that you do? So, contrary, if Jaguar is hanging upside down from the tree limb today, you may have created an enlightenment trap for yourself. Has the misuse of authority kept you from walking your path with impeccability? Have you betrayed your personal integrity to accommodate others? Are you engaged in some activity that lessens your potential? If so, call your spirit or energy back. Integrity requires a forgiving and open heart. Yes, compassion and mercy are also needed. Self-blame or pointing fingers at others only shows your own lack of integrity. In the contrary, Jaguar always warns you to correct any need to control others, any abuse of influence, any form of manipulation, moralistic judgments, dishonesty, hidden agendas, envy, greed, or victim-like jealousy that may be affecting your life. If you have slipped, allowing a temporary lapse in impeccability to compromise your integrity, you need to rectify your misdeeds. Jaguar reminds us, become impeccable, use integrity, and you will thrive. Okay? So to really break that down, what the Jaguar medicine is telling you today is that, like so many of us, okay, and I'll be the first to raise my hand because when we get these cards, trust me, I'm marinating in that too. And that is to remind me and to remind you that each time we think someone has done us a misdeed, it is to remind us that to have grace and mercy upon other people, because I'm sure in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, we have done a misdeed to someone else. It's not time for us to blame or play the victim blame shame game. It is time for us to give the compassion that the universe and God gives to us. We're always reminded that no matter what we do, good or bad, each day when we wake up, God gives us fresh air, sunshine, gives us the ability to carry on with our lives. If we are, let's keep it real. If we're the murderer, if we are the cheater, the liar, the angry, envious person, the sun still rises for us. Gravity still catches us. Grace and mercy and love from the universe is still there, abound. And so we have to remind ourselves, if God can do that for us when we are the opposite of our greatness, the opposite of our God is within inside of us, so shall we do that for others, and more importantly, for ourselves. Let's forgive ourselves. Let's forgive others, because sometimes we can take it personal. Like, he stole my car. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to open up today, and I'm going to share with you the message in this whole thing that I'm getting from this. Okay. I have a rental car business, and in a nutshell, a young lady had decided to not return the vehicle that she had rented from me. So I had to go and I had to confiscate my vehicle from her and return it back to me. And the reality of the situation, when you're going through the motions, the first thought is to, get upset and that's the normal thought. I'll be quite honest with you, didn't quite go there. My objective was just to retrieve my vehicle as soon as possible. And immediately when most human beings, let's keep it real, most human beings, they get upset. They say she's a robber, cheater, stealer, etc. They want to press charges. They want to, she definitely owes me money for the excess days and the like that she has had my car in her possession without my permission and without paying for it. So this has been going on for 3 whole weeks. Okay, so she's due me money, and I could go through the legal court system, etc., to retrieve it. I've asked her to pay her just due. She's got tickets and tolls on a car, etc. But what I decided to do, knowing, having done the spiritual work, that number one, I may have done this in the past lifetime to someone else, and quite frankly, it's coming back to me. So I immediately did the gracious thing, which I am grateful that God has done for me on numerous occasions. I've forgiven her, and I blessed her, and I wished her well. I just wanted my car back. And in addition to that, what I did was I decided, just release and let it go. I'm not going to, she left some personal belongings in the car, so I just politely put them in a bag, and if she contacts me, if she needs those things, I'd be happy to send it to her so she can have her personal belongings, etc. I hold no animosity. I hold no anger. I hold no blame or anything of that nature, or condemnation or judgment towards her. We all get in a pickle at sometimes, and sometimes we do unloving things, hurtful things, because we're hurting ourselves, okay? And we get desperate and we get out of character and we do those type of things. So being understanding of that. And I released it and let it go. And so that's what I want you to do, because life is going to happen. I always tell you guys, I'm happy every single day, and I really, truly am. And not that drama doesn't happen, but I would say divas don't do drama. And what I mean by that, when you understand diva is divine essence of God in a female expression. And so when these dramatic things happen in our lives, I don't go the normal route that most people go, okay? My thing is that this world is not perfect. People aren't perfect. But what we can do is handle it perfectly and handle it in a godly fashion. So when we're God and goddesses, what do? We immediately shift and we'll immediately go, and that's why you do the prayers and meditation every single day, into that place of love, compassion, forgiveness, mercy, and grace, okay? And so that's what she needed, and that's what I needed, because keep in mind, what you give out is what you receive. And so that's what I needed, to have mercy and grace upon myself for having to go into a place of literally having to steal back my own vehicle. I mean, that's like, in essence. And also have to teach, my children that lesson. And that's where the Ma'at principle comes in. It's all about being righteous. Keep that in mind. It is all about being righteous, okay? So the reality of the situation is, quote unquote, stealing back my car, taking back my possession. It's kind of like an oxymoron, okay? You can't steal what is already yours, okay? But then again, none of these stuff and material things are ours. It's on loan to us. So we have to realize that sometimes, in order to do righteous things, we have to make wrong decisions. Kind of weird, right? Okay, let me break this down to you. I can remember a wonderful spiritual story, and it went like this. There was a priest who said, I never tell a lie, I never tell a lie, I never tell a lie, I never tell a lie. And he was really a purist as far as his philosophy and belief. And what had happened was, when he was in a prayer and meditation in his home, robbers had busted into his home, chasing after a man who had entered his home first, that was trying to run away from the robbers that was trying to steal his pot of gold. And in a nutshell, the man had, ran past him and hid underneath a cupboard. This is kind of like the story, summarizing the story in so many words. I know it's not exactly the story, but you catch my drift. And in a nutshell, the robbers had asked the man if he knew where the other man was. And the priest had basically said, or the guru has said, I cannot tell a lie. The man is hidden underneath the cupboard. And the robbers went about retrieving the man and killing and murdering him right in front of the priest. And the priest was totally dejected, And I'm reminded of coming from the African heritage of being in America and during slavery. A lot of the pilgrims, the Quakers, and a lot of white people who had, during the Underground Railroad, who had hid black people from the slave master to allow them to get on the place of freedom, would lie and hide even though it was legal, it was not the law, it was illegal to be able to have slaves in their home. They were slave abolitionists, and they were protecting the slaves from the master, from being murdered or killed or maimed, or being taken back into those slaves' conditions. And so they lied in order to protect them. And keep in mind, the Quakers, they're of, God essence of telling the truth, etc., and being righteous and being pure in their way of life and living. But sometimes, to tell a lie is to tell the truth of being able to provide freedom and liberation for a people. That's where righteousness comes in. Now, is it a righteous thing to do, to lie so that you can help someone become free, and more importantly, to save their lives from the evil that is coming upon them, okay, through other people, through other circumstances that's happening. So that's what we need to understand, that it is so important that we live in righteousness and of the truth of liberation and freedom. And if that truth and liberation and freedom requires us to not tell the truth in order to achieve it, then it is justified, and that it is righteous, and it is the right thing to do. So I hope you got that powerful message here for today of having integrity about what you say and about what you do and about what you listen to and about what you be, and that you're impeccable about it in each and every single step of the way. So with that said, I hope you got the powerful message of the Jaguar medicine card reading for today. Peace, hetapu, namaste. Have a fantastic day. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what Jaguar medicine means for you and why you think you got Jaguar medicine in the contrary or upside down today. Peace, hetapu, namaste. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye for now.